Hi, I'm Tom Ashley. I'm a carpenter living and working here in the Northwest Territories. We're here today to do some simple energy upgrades to a typical northern home that will save you money on your energy bill. So if you'd like, let's go inside and get started right away. Here we are at the back door of our house to have a look at the condition of the weather stripping. It's important to keep it in good shape because if you don't, it's a primary source of drafts and heat loss in your home. Having a look at the weather stripping on this door, I can see that it's pulled out of its clip, so it's no longer sealing at the door. Also, I'm having a look at the threshold, and the rubber gasket's completely worn out, so that's not doing its job either. This is the perfect place to install a new weather stripping kit and really save ourselves some energy dollars. So I've removed the upper weather stripping and I'm just starting to work on the side here. In this case, it's nailed on, so I'm just using a small pry bar. You can also use an old chisel or a screwdriver. Just be careful not to damage the paintwork. If it was screwed on, I'd use either a screwdriver or I'd use a reversible drill. So I'll take the weather stripping off and then I'll pull any remaining nails afterwards with a pair of pliers or nail pullers. I've got a really nice pair of nail pullers for this job, but you know, a pair of vice grips or any other pliers would probably do it just as well. So to take the threshold off, it's in this case it's Phillips screws, so I put a Phillips bit in my drill, and these are coming out really easily. Sometimes they'll be really rusty and you'll need to clean them up a little bit before you put your drill in. Once you're done with your screw gun, you've got all your screws out, you just take your pry bar and, well, this one came up really easily, but simply lift that out of there. And you want to clean your threshold thoroughly before you put your new one down. So I'm going to cut the threshold to fit the bottom of the door now. Get a firm grip on the threshold bar. And get a finger to get the hacksaw started. Now that we've got our threshold bar cut to length and we've cleaned up the area where the old threshold was, I'm just going to put that in place down there, check the fit. So I've got the door closed and I press this fairly tight but not too tight against the door. Try and get the screws to go in straight up and down so they don't press the threshold against the door any tighter than it already is. And snug them down just like that. Not too tight, but not too loose. This is a nice, good quality, eh? This type of vinyl. It's a foam insert, and it'll just compress, and it'll keep its, no matter what the temperature, it'll keep its flexibility. So that's a good kit. So start at one end, try and center it in the oblong hole. Just measuring the side weather stripping, we've installed the upper piece, and it's important to take your time and measure really accurately so you do a nice job. We've installed the top piece of weather stripping, and now we're going to install the side piece. I've cut it to length and I'm just going to set it in place. Okay, you should have the weather stripping pushed tight against the door so that you've got good compression and a good seal. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Once you're done, you might have to adjust it. Beautiful.